That was crazy. There was so many teams in that first week crisis, and we were all over the place. But it was so much fun, and we didn't know whether it was going to take off or not. But it was an awesome night. We went all the way to like 2 a.m. I think that night, and we ended up getting through it. And the Chiefs have prevailed. They've won 3 out of the 4 Jamstah so far. Crisis.
Sorry, guys. Just to jump in for a second, your mic is muted, so the guys are hearing a blank and hearing Bobby.
I'm surprised that people weren't screaming blue murder about how things about the static coming through my mic. So there you go. How do I push buttons there? And we're back into the intro. I'll just say welcome to Jamstah Overwatch Weekly number 5. We're talking about how things have gone over the last 4 weeks, and of course, Bobbj talking about the Chiefs being the top team. The top 4 of the power rankings teams tonight are present, ladies and gentlemen. The Chiefs, Untitled Spreadsheet, who are really always, they seem to be the runners-up every single week. Maybe tonight's going to be their night. Tainted Minds, the only team that has beaten the Chiefs so far in the Oceanic region. And of course, none other than Jam Gaming, who are co-sponsors of the Jamstah Weeklies for the 5th and final Jamstah. They're going to be here doing the business. And boys, we're hoping to, Allg, we're hoping to bring Jam Gaming, expecting them to maybe get to the quarterfinals and then bring that quarterfinal match. What do you think their chances are, given that they've got to go up against either the Woodcucks or Pandemonium in the quarters?
Oh, thank you, Crisis. It's going to be a really tough challenge for them, isn't it? Well, they haven't been here the last couple of weeks. They've really got a lot of good opposition to come up against with, as you were saying, the likes of Chiefs, Spreadsheet, and Tainted Minds in the bracket tonight. So either way, there's going to be some fantastic games, and hopefully see Jam maybe get through into the semis.
Yeah, that would be the dream final for Jam Gaming, of course. There's going to be a couple of teams who are going to want to get in their way on the way to the finals, not least of which will be the Chiefs, who we are expecting to get through to the semi-final. So, yeah, it's going to be huge. Now, a couple of notable teams not registered tonight. Again, we don't have Sia on LAN. And I saw in the Overwatch ANZ chats, the Discord, I think Mix05 was saying that they struggle to get a team together on a Thursday night. So something happens on a Thursday night, and not really sure what it is, but they haven't been able to compete. Orbit GG also, they haven't registered for tonight. And the new Avant-Garde, of course, they're not a new team entirely, Bobbj. They are formerly, do you know who they were formerly? Shaft, in fact.
Yeah, Shaft, I believe, yes.
Yeah.
So it's odd, we haven't seen Shaft at all in the Jamstah Overwatch Weekly, so I don't know if either of you know anything about the team at all?
Bits and pieces. I've seen them on ESL, and I think they played in Winter Watch as well. They did quite well. I think they had a quarterfinal finish, if I'm not mistaken. So they've done pretty well. A lot of the other teams, especially like Jim and Ori, were rating Shaft quite high. So we've yet to see him because we cast on Thursdays. We've yet to see him here. So hoping Shaft, aka Orbit, will be here shortly. We get to see them soon.
All right. Well, of course, we've been teasing you on Twitter, ladies and gentlemen, with an announcement that we're going to make. Because tonight is the last of the Jamstah Weeklies, Overwatch Weeklies, we have been casting our net far and wide, looking for a sponsor to take over from Jam Gaming, and I'm pleased to announce that we have acquired a sponsor. In fact, they approached us, which was quite nice. We'll announce that after the first couple of rounds of play, though. So make sure that you're stay tuned between 8:15 and maybe 8:30 AEST. We'll be announcing that probably after the second match of tonight's broadcast. And that means we need to get ourselves cracking. Our first match tonight is going to be 3onPoint versus Serious Team. It's in round 1. It is a best of 1. And your casters for this match are going to be Bobbj and Allg. And Bobbj, it's all yours.
Thank you very much, Crisis. I'm here with my brother-in-arms, Allg. What's going on, man?
Not much, mate. Good to be here again. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, and we've got a 3onPoint and Serious Team here. What do you make of these the makeup here?
The makeup. Well, I haven't seen a lot of these teams play as of yet, so it's going to be an interesting first round to see from both of them. But on Dorado, obviously a really exciting map, so a lot of places to go. So it's going to be good to see both these teams go at it. I'm expecting to see a lot of fireworks early.
I'll show them.
As we've got Widowmaker. What do you make of the Widowmaker being played here on defense?
Yeah, on defense, I mean, it's fairly common. I mean, even though the nerfs did come out about a week ago now, there's still a lot of Widowmaker coming out. She's just too strong, and she just does a lot of damage to the opposing team.
Definitely sets the boys from the men with the old headshots now. Have to get the head lined up.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you hit in the body, it's just not going to be enough now. So you really need to hit him in the head to, get the kill and get that kill really quickly.
Well, as they said, I'll just take us through the player names that we've got here.
Alright, so on the blue side here, on the side of 3onPoint, we have Slipped, Crane, Funky, Deficit, Dr. Nutter, and Woodsy. And on the red team, we have Amod, Gore, Wikti, Nomi, Chilla, and Hikari. And
Hikari.
Yeah, Hikari, I mean, that's a fairly dangerous name, so both teams have a Reinhardt, which is looking pretty aggressive, so we'll see what happens in this first 20 seconds or so.
And so the payload comes around the corner here, the first corner, as they they're seeing here on the high ground over here, Reinhardt staring at each other. What do you make of this at this point?
I mean, it's all good, mate. It's fairly standard at the moment. I mean, they're actually retreating back off that ledge, which is pretty surprising. Usually teams hold there for quite a bit longer, but they're looking to hold it here just outside the fountain, Bobby.
Yeah, they look, and usually we're gonna wait for a moment of a burst of from a Lucio. As soon as you hear that Lucio go, we're gonna get them charge up that little rampway there, and we're gonna throw down as here we go. As Winston jumps into the back line, and he's looking for a victim here, but nothing at the moment as he's all alone, and he's realised he's got no one following him up, and he's heading backwards.
Yeah, points for trying after give it to him, but he really had no backup there. They're like, where you going, mate? I hope you're coming back soon. And yeah, he's back at the start now.
Parents are retreating as well. We're looking to pull the trigger here or two.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it comes down to the Reinhardt shields, whoever can hold it up the longest. As soon as that Reinhardt shield goes down, you've really got no front line. So they're just sort of poking away at the moment, trying to do what they can, and they'll be fine. So it looks like, another deep play here.
Reinhardt action. Oh, he hits it all, but he hits one with it. And he's trapped here in the little room. He's gone down, the Reinhardt has gone down, I believe. And they've got the photo of Justice from above, picks up 2, and Winston's going ham as well, and it looks like it's a secure hero or two.
That was a really aggressive play there by a Serious Team. They got Hikari in there going in deep and hitting a big hole in the back line. And that was really important, and Winston just cleaned it up. It was fairly straightforward. I mean, there's not much what they've done there, to be perfectly honest. It's really executed well there by a Serious Team.
Winston is once again looking for someone to prey on over here in the upper level of the church, but he's being called back by his mercy, and he's back on the payload. As they've got a whole team pushing it around the corner. Do you think there's going to be a firefight here that's going to break on this bridge?
Absolutely, mate. I was just about to say, it looks like Mercy's got Winston on a leash at the moment, just trying to stop him from going deep again, but he's got his own now. He's doing it again.
Yeah, he's trying to jump up there, but he misses his jump. And here he goes, he pops his ult, and he's slapping everyone around. The Winston's going ham, looking for that Reinhardt, pushes him off as he gets to the back line. Beautiful Mercy Rage comes in, and the Reinhardt Slip hits his ult and he crashes into the wall. Nothing there. They're fighting amongst the payload to break it down from the Rishi on the red side. And a little bit of chaos as the Winston jumps in, electrocuting through that wall of the Reinhardt as they're backed up here into the factory.
Yeah, I mean, 3onPoint did pretty well then. That looked like it was going to sway the way of Serious Team, but they managed to hold on quite well. That being said, they've lost the first checkpoint, unfortunately, but yeah, it's pretty close at the moment.
So Reinhardt charges in, picking up one frag for the blue side here as they're trying to avenge their teammate there. He's hiding, trying to hide away with the Mercy tries to get in, but they get them both. Mercy and Reinhardt falling down on the blue side as the payload pushes in through here, Allg.
Yeah, once again, some really aggressive play there by Hikari, which is good to see. I was actually going to say, it looks like 3onPoint needed to get, you know, they're just being jumped on by these tanky champions, so they've switched to the Reaper now. Hopefully this can hold up the defender a little bit longer, but they've still got 6 minutes to hold on.
So you get around to the most difficult part of this map over here, near the spawn point. Coming around to the last corner of the payload as we see the defensive side rally behind the Reinhardt as the Winston jumps in. Aiming for the Reinhardt, trying to get onto the back line, pops his old big Reinhardt ult to the Hikari, charges through, 3 drop down from the blue side, they look here to push on to the point, as our beautiful Mercy Res just before she dies on the blue side here, as just managing to hold on to the defense here. Winston shields go down, this is just crazy, I'm trying to keep hitting, there's action on both sides here, my eyes are going on both ends.
Yeah, it's a bit nuts at the moment, mate. I mean, to be fair, it was Hikari and Witty that started that up really, really well. Hikari just went beast mode and found a whole bunch of that. To be fair, the funky res on Mercy was really useful, and they managed to keep on, but looks like it's closing up.
As the Mercy tries to get on here at the end, but falls down. We've got a beautiful victory here for a Serious Team, Allg.
Yeah, I mean, that was all led by Hikari on that Reinhardt that game. He was just going beast mode so often, and I mean the play of the game coming through to him as well. Big ult hitting at least 3 or 4 members as he went. That's the big ult there up on the top level, and yeah, he just crushed multiple people there. Really, really good aggressive play.
Would you say he was instrumental to his team?
I would say he's definitely instrumental, mate, to the success of that push there. Absolutely.
As we're gonna upvote him, as we got 4 minutes 40 on the time, ladies and gentlemen. Good time, do you reckon?
Yeah, really, really fast time. I mean, usually you're looking at about 6.5 minutes. So 4 minutes 40 is a really, really strong time there put up by Serious Team for sure.
4 minutes 40 as we load in, and we're gonna see how fast 3onPoint are gonna be. They're definitely gonna be on point if they're gonna claim victory here, Allg.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the Winston
Sorry to cut
Reinhardt.
you off there, mate. I'm just gonna throw a crisis in just quickly. He's got something to say.
Oh, hey guys, just wanted to say, bear in mind this is a best of 1, so there's no other matches after this, but the point system is in play to determine the winner. So Serious Team, they need to complete their attack, and they need to beat a time of 4:40 in order to win this match. Oh, sorry, 3onPoint has to beat 4 minutes 40.
Yeah, 4:40. That's the one.
Thanks for the clarification. So we're going to see 3onPoint here, Allg. What do you think they need to do here on the first part of the map?
Well, I mean, the time's been set down, so they're just going to have to go all out. Probably going to look for some big wombo combos to make to force Serious Team to push all the way back from their spawn and defend them.
Thank you.
I wouldn't be, as they've already seen, they've got a Winston and a Reinhardt coming out already, and a Farah as well. So that's already a really, really aggressive team comp. They're just going to look and get their ultimates up ASAP and just go completely hammer it.
We've got a Roadhog also here on the team of Serious Team. With the team of Serious Team. We've got a Roadhog. What do you think of a Roadhog?
It's actually a really, really smart move. They've picked the Reinhardt because if he hooks someone and gets a pick, that basically stops 3onPoint's attack completely because they're going to be outnumbered. So watch this Roadhog. He could be really, really instrumental, you could say, to this game here.
I love Roadhog. I love this Roadhog as they are the red side here. 3onPoint look to have 5 on point on the payload, and they're going to quickly move up as They're not going for the high ground here, Allg, serious team. They're just holding up here in the fountain.
Yeah, they're pretty much just saying, listen boys, we know you have to push through us, you got a time to beat, come and get us if you want to, and they're not going to be forcing anything aggressive here, they're just going to be playing basically as defensively as they can and look for that pick on Roadhog.
Maybe they're looking for that pick right there as he gets his hook down, but the shield comes up on the Winston as they hide just behind the corner, and then they're going to look to reset here.
Yeah, this is going to be really tough for 3onPoint. I mean, they need to get moving. That's a pick there. And as I was saying now, 3onPoint's offense is stock dead. I mean, they need to wait for Crane, which is another 3 seconds. So they're just going to have to hold out on their choice.
So where does he say that? The Winston jumps in. He's going for the back line already. Trying to electrocute too as they push the Lucio speed boosters. The Winston falls down here at the back line. Reinhardt on Reinhardt, actually good got here. Fire from above shooting, but it looks like they're holding on with their defense here, a serious thing.
Yeah, that was, I mean, as I said, it was just a little bit too sporadic, going in one at a time. The Mercy got picked off really, really quickly, and that was basically it from there. Serious team doing a really good job holding here on the payload.
What do you think they need to do differently than the last push? Because we saw the Winston jump in first over the top, just really parallel.
Well, you'll be able to see right here what they push in here on the payload.
The Roadhog hits his ult, and the Lucio break it down, but just 3 ults pop one after the other as they're swinging around. Justice from above, looking for a pick, picks up 2, and they're going back and forth. Couple from each team as the big res comes in from the red side. They look to hit that payload pushing up because they've got only a couple minutes left. And we see a big Reinhardt ult gets to charges through Reinhardt once again. Break it down from the red side. Lucio giving some extra health bars as they're trying to pick off the last few stragglers. Got to jump back and Lucio left as they're chasing them down with the Farah and the Reinhardt as they've ripped to clean them up. And it's the payload there.
Yeah, that was all on Funky's res there. I mean, that was if they wasn't going to get res, that was going to be the game pretty much. So really, really good res there. What 3onPoint need to do is they need to lead in and use a couple of ults and possibly get a pick, but they can't throw everything down all at once because if they throw all their ultimates down and then a mod gets his res up, they're not going to win the fight. So they need to time their ults well, but not all at the same time.
4 minutes. 4 minutes. 40 seconds to go.
Yeah, two minutes to go, Robbie.
Oh, sorry, 2 minutes? Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. 2 minutes to go. Excellent. As they push through here on the payload, coming around to the little archway, we usually see them fight around here. As I say that, the Winston goes in, but he falls down, the shield falls down as well, so they're going to have to regroup once again here as he finally jumps up. But he's getting shot in the face from a Roadhog for his trouble, and the payload's still moving though, as they're holding up here, Allg.
Yeah, it's moving very slowly, but they've lost 2 play people, so yeah, I think they're going to go in here.
As it looks like the defense is holding on as Roadhog cleans up here at the back, and they're looking pretty strong here, Allg.
Yeah, as we said, it's up to 3onPoint to really push through it and take this game from them, and at the moment, Serious team are giving them nothing. They're just holding really strong, holding really good positions, using their ults. I mean, look at the ults they've got ready now. They've got 5 ults ready to go against the 1 of 3onPoint. So, not looking good.
Not looking good, as you say that. The Winston, he knows that, and so he's popped his ult. He's gone one-on-one here up in the balcony as the payload is moving forward. There's a Reinhardt. He doesn't know people are above him. He can't see yet. He's trying to push it along. 2 Reinhardts looking at each other, and he gets hooked by the Reinhardt. And the Roadhog up above, and he pops his ult here on the blue side, pushing people back off the payload. And they look to secure it.
Yeah, I mean, that was just a really sporadic fight. Once again, the Roadhog is a really good pick here at the moment. The ult that he has that can push everyone back, along with the hook that he can get to get a pick, it's a really, really good defensive option. Especially when they have to walk all the way back up this hill here to get to the payload.
As the time ticks away, I don't think there's much time left, Allg, as I think they know that this might be their last opportunity. There's enough time left on the clock, and they know that, so they're going to have to go for broke, and they're breaking it down now as the Reinhardt charges in. He's ready to start swinging. They're just going to do what they can to hold on and make sure that payload doesn't get to the next checkpoint. And here we go, the Roadhog, pulls people in. The Mercy res coming up, picks up 3. Beautiful work. Justice from above. They're popping their ults here. The red side. You know they're going to go for broke. Reinhardt's chopping on the back line, trying to get the Mercy here. As they're fighting over here in the corridor, as the payload is still standing still. Roadhog ultimate, pushing people off, looking to declare victory all good.
Yeah, it looks like Serious Team are going to take this one away from 3Point, but that fight was incredible. I mean, 3 ultimates from 3 different people all used at the exact same time. First, both Mercy Reses came down, then both Lucio ults came down, and then both Pharah ults came down almost exactly the same time. So it was a really, really nuts fight for both teams, nonetheless.
And they're just going to have to just salvage what they can here and just play for
pride, I'd say, yeah.
Trying to get that word out. as the Reinhardt swings it, he hits a big ult, and he's picking up 2. Beautiful. The defense still holding strong all day.
Yeah, Hikari's holding up a really, really strong line. I mean, Witty on this Roadhog's doing real big work as well, but at the moment it's Hikari and Nomi who are doing the big damage on the back line of Serious Team.
Red team's regrouping here, 3onPoint. They better get 6 on the payload, and they're all coming around here on the right-hand side. We're rattling behind there, Reinhardt, as the Pharaoh looks to kick off people from above, and it's got the Mercy giving it the buff, and it's flanking here as they all go down, breaking down here with the payload, and trying to spread here, and the Pharaoh just looks to try and get a pick here. Not too much happening other than a little dance from the Roadhog. Gets a big hook right there on the Lucio. Quite a difficult little dude to get a hook on. Not too much. Oh, the Roadhog comes through, pushing 2 back, and it's still holding defense as the Mercy Res comes up, picks up the Pharaoh. And the red side, not looking good. Time's gone. I think they know that, so they're just dancing around here all day.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how Nomi stayed alive for so long there. He was so deep, but oh my god, double ults coming out from both.
He break it down, yeah. Talking about Nomi there, and he's trying to just get more rockets off here on the back line. Cranes there, they're flying up Dragon Ball Z style, yeah. There's a big Zarok, gets 2, but the Mercy's healing them, so they're all fine. And Genji jumping in at the back. No follow-up for him. It's pinned right there. Easy clean-up, 25 seconds to go.
Yeah, I mean, a really, really good showing here by Serious Team, both with their offense and their defense. Their offense was really strong, and the defense, they knew they had the time, and they just made 3onPoint playing to their hands. So, 8 seconds left. Let's see if a miracle can come out and see if 3onPoint can at least get the finish here.
Yes, the payload is just almost there at the end. I don't think much is going to happen here with overtime. There's the Justice from above, trying to seal the deal. Drops 3, they've only got 2. Oh, big Mercy Res! Says not yet, boys. We've still got a little bit more time to play, and Woodsy's just jumping around, trying to create a miracle, but Winston falls down right next to him. 2 left, slips, hits the man, he falls down. Just Woodsy left, and he was about to fall. There we go.
Yeah, that's the end of it. And the Serious Team managed to take first game on 2-0, taking the offense and the defense. Really, really strong there.
Let's see who's going to get play of the game as the Roadhog gives his thumbs up, and it's Funky on the Mercy. It's going to be one of the big reses here.
This was that really big res, as I said, near the fountain here, when it was pretty much game over, but she managed to get a 4-man res by the looks of things. And, I mean, that kept them in the game, but unfortunately, the Serious Team were just too strong in the end of it.
As we finish that game up, we've got it's time to select our Plantronics MVP for the match. So the nominee will be going into the draw for the Plantronics Rig 500 HD 7.1 gaming headset, and I'm going to let you all to tell us who deserves the nominee.
In my eyes, I would have to say it would be Hikari. He played an extremely good offense and extremely good defense that game. And for me, he's definitely worthy of the Plantronics MVP nomination for round 1.
And we saw some big ults from him. Would you say those ults are instrumental?
I would, mate. They were very important in getting... He didn't just hit 3, he managed to hit at least 3 or 4 on multiple occasions. So... I mean, there was that first, at the very, very start of that game, he went a little bit deep and died, and I think that's the only mistake he made all game. So, credit to him, he played extremely well, and yeah, deserved of that Plantronics MVP.
We saw a beautiful time set by a Serious Team, 4 minutes 40, very good time on Gerardo. Then we saw 3Point struggle on offense. What do you think 3Point need to do differently next time?
I mean, it's tough to say. I mean, in some regards they win, but there were things they probably could have changed up their team comps a little bit, and you could see them doing it. They tried that Genji to get into the backline a little bit. They tried to get a little bit of synergy with the Zara ult and things like that. I would have liked to see possibly a Reaper coming in as well to really try and shred, Roadhog and Reinhardt. But I mean, they played well, but they were just outclassed today, unfortunately.
Yes, definitely outclassed, but unfortunate. There will be another week. There will be another competition for them. So keep your heads up, guys, as we're going to take a short break. We'll be back with round number 2. We will see you shortly on Jamstah TV.